Craig here from Your Tech. We have another keyboard video. I am thoroughly enjoying making these videos at the minute. EpoMaker have sent this HE80 75% gaming keyboard for me to check out because it has magnetic Hall effect switches. Without further ado, let's unbox it. I will say right off the back, the packaging has took a little bit of a battering, though I can't really blame EpoMaker for that. That is whichever carrier brought it. I can't even remember who delivered it now, probably DPD. So we've got the keyboard, it's very light. Instruction book. Let's see what accessories we've got. We have got a lovely braided and Velcro zip tied USB-A to USB-C cable. That's awesome. Switch puller and keycap puller. So I should very much hope that it's hot swappable. Yes, love to see it. 3 extra switches, which is always a good thing to see in any keyboard box that's hot swappable, just in case something happens. Genius. Oh, extra keycaps. We've got a backspace, escape, enter, and a space bar. All black with white lettering. Double shot PBT by the looks of it. That's cool, love to see that. I think that's it. That is it, that is everything in the box. Extra switches and extra keycaps, that's awesome. So a couple of the specs for this before we get into the actual keyboard. It is a 75% layout, so you've got no number pad and you're missing a few of the other optional buttons as well. It's got customizable RGB, 8 kilohertz polling rate, adjustable actuation, which I know is through the software, and I know that from the HE68 keyboard that we reviewed not long ago. It is Type-C wired, there is no Bluetooth and no wireless with this keyboard. Hall effect magnetic switches. So on paper, sounds good enough. I'll give you guys first look at it. Oh, that's nice looking. Oh, that explains it. So on the actual keyboard itself, you've got translucent blue keycaps over backspace, escape, enter, and the space bar. If you don't like the look of that, they give you some replacement black ones. Personally, I didn't think I would, but I quite like them little accent keys. That space bar's got a nice sound. Anyway, we've got flippy feet. Oh, they're rugged. And there's 2 separate heights for it. They've got a lovely snap to them. We've got some rubber feet to stop it sliding. My whole table's moving, so that's fairly good. And like I said, it is 75%. I think we've got a little RGB accent above the arrow keys. Got a few scuffs on these keys. That's a shame. I imagine from the state of the box has had a couple of knocks and stuff, so it could just be from that, unfortunately. Mileage may vary. So it is all plastic. There's not much bend in it. Oh, there's a little bit of bend in the center, but it feels quite well made. Let's check the deck flex. Oh, there's a little bit. I don't know how well you'll see it on camera. Maybe that way. There's quite a bit of deck flex. Not so much that it'd bother me though. I'm gonna test the pressure. So there is a little bit of deck flex, but I am having to push down on these keys quite a bit to get it to flex a little bit, so it might be fine. See how it sounds though. This is my favorite bit whenever I'm doing a keyboard video, is the sound. That's not bad. The translucent keycaps actually sound different. It's like a higher pitch of sound. Not by much, but it is there. Very nice. So, let's see how easy it is to remove a keycap and a switch. Oh, that's pulled the switch out with it. Okay, suppose that's all right. See what it looks like with all black keycaps. It does sound different, which is mental. Very quiet switches. These magnetic switches don't have the usual pins that you would see in a switch. Most switches, as far as I understand it, are 3 and 5 pin, but these switches, as I will show you, don't have any contacts. There's just 2 plastic pins and then the magnet. So I'm guessing as you press down on the switch, that creates more resistance on the magnet and something happens underneath with the circuit board that lets you know that the key's been pressed. The different actuation force on this is cool. I do like that a lot. And it is something that's completely and fully configurable in their software. How much it makes a difference, I don't know. That's what it looks like with all the black keycaps instead of the translucent ones. Now this has got a very similar feel to the TH85 behind me. I'm just going to compare the sound of it. Oh God, this keyboard needs a clean. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit quieter, and it feels like it's got a much deeper sound than the TH85. Very similar though. Right, I'm going to get this plugged in. You see what the RGB looks like. You're going to see what the typing experience is like, and then we'll talk about the price. Keyboard's plugged in. I've been messing around with it for a couple of minutes, and I've got to say I prefer the black keycaps over the translucent blue, but completely subjective. So if you prefer the translucent blue, keep the translucent blue. If anyone wants to know the key switch name as well, the key switch is called Magnex Switch and has 0.01 millimeters of adjustable actuation. So it's done straight through a browser, which is cool, I guess. Keyboard also comes with an SOCD feature, which has got something to do with when you're pressing opposite directions on the keys at the same time. The most recent press is the one that the keyboard will use. I think this is mainly for twitch shooters. Same with the actuation being able to adjust by 0.01 millimeters. I think that's got a lot to do with the way that the directional keys are pressed with twitch shooters. I'm not very experienced with that, so I'm not 100% sure. You do have to set it up if you want that feature. So to change the actuation, you come into the performance tab of the keyboard settings, choose whatever keys you want. So let's choose W, A, S, and D, the movement keys. And it's literally a drag slider for how far you want the trigger distance. So 0.1 millimeters is the shortest travel distance, but you can adjust this by 0.01 millimeters. So you could have 0.11, 0.12, all the way up to 3.3 millimeters. I really don't know how well this is going to show on film, but barely going to touch the W. Wow, that is sensitive. That is insane. Go to 3.3. Go back. Somewhat weird there, it's pressing multiple keys sometimes. Showing double presses and stuff on the keys. Really not sure why it would do that. Some of the features of the keyboard, you've got macro recording, which is cool. You can change the actuation on a per key basis using the software. It's very easy to do. It's all done through a browser. You just have to allow your browser access to it. It will pair, and then it's dead simple. Performance tab for actuation, SOCD functionality if you wanted to set that up. So if you're pressing two buttons at the same time, you can essentially set which button will take priority over the other, I believe. It's also got Rappy Snappy monitor. And what that will do is if you press two keys at the same time, whichever one is pressed down further is the one that it will identify as being pressed. I'm not really sure what the use cases are for this, but there must be a use case for it, otherwise the functionality won't be there. My guess would once again be twitch shooters, but you've got completely customizable per key RGB. You've got loads of presets to choose from as well, which is fine. It looks nice enough, and I'll put some B-roll footage up showing you what the actual RGB looks like, especially when the lights are down and you can see it properly. And the only other functionality that I can see, other than you can swap the keys around through software, you've also got the ability to update the firmware using this exact same thing, which is cool as well. That's a very easy way of doing it. So I'm impressed with the software. It's very easy to use. It's very intuitive, and it seems to work absolutely fine. I've tested the actuation out and it works. There's a little bit of weirdness. The longest travel you have on the trigger, which on this is 3.3 millimeters. If you have the longest calibration for it, when you press it, it will sometimes show that you've pressed it twice. So you'll get like double letters come up. But when it's on its shortest, it does not do that, which I find really, really weird. But so now we're on to the price. Now I think the price of this is fairly aggressive, but there is a caveat to that. It retails on their website at $69.99, so 70 US dollars, which equates to around 50 quid in Great British pounds. I think that's quite an aggressive price point, especially considering it's got Hall effect switches. It's an 80% keyboard. It's well made. The RGB looks sound. The functionality of the software sound. And the actual sound is lovely. You're missing the Bluetooth, you're missing the wireless, and that is why they're able to put it at such an aggressive price point, no doubt about it. I think for 50 quid, it's a bargain, to be honest. If I'd have bought this instead of getting the TH85, I would not have been disappointed in the slightest. And you get spare keycaps, and you get 3 extra switches, keycap puller, the cables that comes with it is high quality. If you're looking for a cheap 75 keyboard, not only could this be a really good shout, I'm really impressed that it's got Hall effect switches. In the grand scheme of things, I don't know how much of a difference that will actually make, but I imagine these things will last basically forever. The one thing I will say, as aggressive as this price point is, I think I would have rather it was 10, 15, 20 quid more and had some kind of metal body. For 50 quid, that is a well-made keyboard that looks nice, sounds nice, and is fully customizable with an online software program. It's so easy, you haven't got to install anything, you just plug it in, go to your browser, click on the link on their website, jobs are good, and then you can just bookmark that for whenever you want to change anything. Well done, EPO Maker. Great price point, great keyboard, really impressed. I like that a lot. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to watch one of these two that will come up now. All the socials are in the bottom, and comment, like, subscribe, put your notification bell on, everything you can that helps us out, and I shall hopefully see you on the next one. Bye. So easy, you got to win. If you're taking advice, if you're taking criticism, if you're